Boom. All right. Rosecraft, round 2. Right. Another fixed blade from the pass around from Rosecraft. They started doing fixed blades. If you haven't seen the first one, I got a link down in the description there. This is my second one in the pass around review. I get to check them out thanks to everyone over at Rosecraft. Enjoy them for a little bit, share them with all of you, and then pass them along to the next person. What do we have today? What's it going to look like? What is it? Let's find out together. Boom. There it is. This is the F2. Round 2 fight. Sorry. Okay. Get the sheath out. Boom. Look at this box on the floor. We'll take a look at the sheath in a second. I think I forgot to talk about the sheath on the last one. That's fine. So today we have the new Rosecraft F2 fixed blade. What do we think? Check it out. Boom. Boom. What are we looking at here? The F2 features a 1095 carbon steel upswept blade. Got a nice black powder coating to it. It has a kind of a, I don't know, black frosty, maybe kind of a word for it. Really cool. This one has a green linen micarta on the top with an orange G10 underliner. Very, very cool. I like that extra color accent that they're doing on there. Sleek looking, different design from our last one. We'll compare them in a little bit here. Okay, it does have a big lanyard hole for your Edyards lovers right there. Larger size knife for sure. Nice little sharpening choil like on the last one. That's a nice little touch, real simple, easy. Ooh, I can almost feel the powder coating like texture on there. Interesting. I love micarta, so this is great. Green micarta is probably one of my favorite handle materials, maybe next to titanium, but I just like the way it looks and feels. Real large, I think, T10 screws. Comment below if you know. I didn't look it up from last time. I don't have anything other than 6s and 8s at the table. I should get those out, so I have the sizes. I have them all, so I could use it. Real simple branding written up in here, the logo or the model number, and then the logo from the maker, and then Rosecraft blades there. I think that's really simple, a little clean. You can see the mark, but it doesn't distract from the overall aesthetics of it. This is a big knife. Feels good in the hand. Kind of rests in here. When you got a couple bumps like that, it fits different in each person's hand. For me, my index fits there, middle kind of towards the top, and everything rests down and lower. And there's still plenty of handle at the back. If I choke up a little bit, kind of tighten up the grip, got quite a bit out there. No jimps. You know, I like a lot of jimps. The other one had 3 sets of jimps. So basically, the other one stole all the jimps from this one here. That powder coating does kind of have a texture to it, though. You can feel that. That is interesting. Anybody pick one of these up or one of the other fixed blades? Which one did you get? Rosecraft doing some really cool stuff. Mostly slip joints, a few interesting non-traditional designs, and now we're getting into the fixed blades. Very cool. I appreciate them for sharing and letting me kind of share these with you. All right, fixed blade, full tang. You know, it's solid, no lockup, no play. It's centered. That full tang is real nice, thick, heavy. I dig it. I like that accent of the orange in there. I think that really pops. All right, let's get my ruler from over here. We're looking at 9 inches overall. This one is big. Wow, almost a 4.5 inch, 4 3/8 on the blade straight across, 4 5/8 angle down. And you're looking at a 4 1/4 inch cutting surface with a nice early curve on the belly. Long straight at the end there. And 4 5/8 on the handle. Dang. This one has some size to it. Looking for a bigger fixed blade. 0.14. Nice. And 1.5. I might have been at an angle there. Yeah, it's 1.4. 1.4 and 1.5-ish. I tell you what. Middle of the handle, 0.59. Thickest part here, 112. Thinnest part there, 86. 0.99. This battery is not going to ever, it's never going to give up on us. The never ending. All right. .2. Wow. All right. We also have the Rosecraft F1 569. Definitely lighter than that. I've also been putting the Milita. Kaiser Militas, a really nice fixed blade. 4.53. And we got the Kubi Dust Devil collaboration design from Casey, the Knives Fast channel. Check him out. I'll put a link down in the description here. Smaller offering, but very cool. 2.32. I also compare everything with the Kaiser Drop Bear, just a solid all-around size, same size as your pyrites, your bug outs, your daily carry type knives. All right, so this one, 6.2. It's a beast. But I don't mind that with a fixed blade. What would you like to see done with one of these? I have to pass this along, so I can't really do much with it, other than maybe cut some paper here in a second. But what kind of tasks and things would you do with this particular knife right here? Here's that folding drop bear from Kaiser. A bunch of jimps as I like on there. As I said, this is basically the same size as your pyrite, your bug out. A real good, not quite full size daily carry. Good comparative size. 1/2 inch shorter on the front, maybe 1.5 inches or so on the, well, back, front. Reverse it. Play it back. All right, that other Rosecraft, the F1, this is the F2. So the F2 is just 1/8 of an inch longer on the handle, maybe 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch longer on the blade. And they look nice next to each other, huh? The Milita has double set of jimps. Oh, and see this one? Triple jimps. Bing, bing, bing. So this one stole all the jimps off of the F2. So your Milita, pretty similar actually. The blade also almost 1/8 shorter. I mean the handle. Man, I can't reverse stuff today properly. And then maybe 1/2 to 3/4 on that blade. Here's the Kubi Dust Devil. Definitely a smaller profile, easier, lighter carry, fixed blade. Maybe 3/4 inch on the handle and maybe 1.5 inches or so on the front. Definitely a larger knife. Between the two so far, we got 2 more to look at from Rosecraft. Real cool that they're doing fixed blades. Definitely different styling going on here. I dig it. I like the shape and the jimps more on here, but I really also like the micarta on this one. So a little bit of variety they're doing for us. Here is that sheath. Nice Kydex sheath. Clicks in really well. Solid. Pops off pretty easy. Got that quick release so you can stick that in your belt. Change the direction for how you want to carry it. Or maybe get an ulti clip and put it on there. Call it a day. What would you do? Okay, we do a couple paper cut tests around here. Do I have any good pieces of paper? I just have this mess from some other poorly cut tests. What does this prove? Not much. Is it fun? Yes. Ooh. This is slicey for a longer knife. It seems to get in there and cut pretty well. I'll probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. Slice is all right. Could be sharpened up. Maybe we'll strop it up a few times, test it, see if we can make it just a little bit better real quick there. Really great stuff on these fixed blades coming out from Rosecraft. I'm excited to check out the other 2. Stay tuned for those. You can watch the video for the first one in the description below and check out the Knives Fast channel, KC, as well. Thanks again to Rosecraft. This is fun. Oof. Hang on to this for a day or two before I pass it on to the next person. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.